Have you ever felt pressured to do something? Have you ever felt like your friends would like you less if you didn't? My name is Marle. I am here to speak to you about the dangers of playing tournaments. You might feel like it's cool, you might feel like it's fun, and all your friends are doing it, and you might think that this is the way to solve your problems, but it's not. Friends don't let friends play tournaments. The next time a friend of yours wants to play a tournament, you should be there for them. You should be a friend and tell them, man, you're better than that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that just because everyone else is doing it. I want to let you guys know that I'm starting a new career. I'm going to be going around to schools and churches and community centers, and I am going to be speaking out about the dangers of playing tournaments and just tell my story about how it seems great when you get that high, when you get that rush, you get that escape, and you get to just numb yourself from the problems of your life. But then it all comes crashing down, and in that moment you have to ask, was it worth it? If you ask John Sin, he might say it was. It's not worth the pain unless I won the event. There's really no upside unless I won the event. If there's one thing I want this vlog to accomplish, is to help people. I want to see growth. I want to see you be all that you can be. You think doing tournaments is cool? It's not. Now get back to that cash game where you belong. Go play in the pits if you have to, but don't play a fucking tournament. Before you know it, you're in the tournament and you've got 20 big blinds. You don't know what to do. You're in this 10K event and you're so short and you get 4 or 5 suited under the gun. You don't know what to do. So you shove and you're out. You leave wondering what happened to you. Stay in cash games, kids. Guys, I played in Ivey's Room. Ivey's Room, for those of you who don't know, is a high stakes room in Aria. It usually runs games like 50, 100 and bigger. People are playing with like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars all the time. It's been a dream of mine to play in that game for a long time, and I finally got the opportunity to do so, and I'm just so stoked about it. I'm so excited to share all these hands with you guys. I was literally sitting in win 2-5. And I got the text that I had a seat. In this big game, and I hopped in an Uber and I was just frozen. I was so nervous. I think I actually did shit myself a little bit as I was walking in. I don't think anybody noticed, but I walked in and I pounded a drink immediately. I usually start my day that way, but I hadn't taken one today. So I pounded a quick drink and took the edge off a little bit, and I sat down in this game that was 300, 600. For most of the night, we were playing four-handed. I'm not going to talk about specific people that were in the game just for obvious reasons. I bought him for $50,000. 2 of the players actually had close to $1 million, and the third had around, I don't know, like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. And I can't wait to get into some hands with you guys. I know you guys like to hear some hands, and these were just so exciting. Obviously, by far the biggest pots I've ever played in my life, the biggest game I've ever played in my life. Oh! Without further ado, here are the hands, and I hope you guys enjoy them. So the first thing I want to talk about was, it starts off by the under the gun player, who's also the cutoff, because remember, we're four-handed, opens it up to 2K in 300, 600, $500 ante. I call the button with 6-7 of diamonds, another premium holding, and the big blind calls too. Flop is 9-8-3 all clubs. In other words, this is a dream. We have everything here. We have pair draws, we have straight draws, we have 7 high, we have bluff opportunities, we have the button, we have a minor binge eating problem, we have everything. Like, we can't lose. So pre-flop raiser goes ahead and c-bets 4,000, we call, and the big blind player calls behind. It's a little concerning, but I don't really care because I am in this hand and I'm winning it. So turn is beautiful. It's an offsuit 8, pairs the board, and it checks to us. Guys, good rule of thumb, if you are being checked to and you have 7 high, you better start bluffing. I think it's time to start barreling. I bet 4,000, and the big blind calls. The river really, it's a dream. The river is an offsuit 5, so we make the straight. And we are checked to once more, and now we no longer have to punt. It's great. Now we can just bet for value. So I go ahead and put in a value bet of 10K. I try to get called by his entire range, and he quickly calls with King 8. So we're drawing kind of thin there. I don't know if we bluffed the river on a brick, if it was getting through. But guys, you don't need to worry about getting through when you know you're gonna get there. So I got there and I won probably the biggest pot of my life. So the next thing I want to talk about is a hand that I played blind versus blind. At this point I have about 80,000 and the big blind has probably around $1 million. It folds to me in the small blind and I open it up with King 10 of clubs to 2,000 and he defends. Flop is King Jack 9 rainbow. I go ahead and check and he bets 3,000 and I call. Turn is an 8, so we pick up a little bit more equity here, but we still have a clear bluff catcher, I think. And we check again and he bets, I think, 5,500, I want to say, and I quickly call, and the river bricks out, and we check again, and now he bets 10,000. Now, we just can't continue here. I could have maybe put in like an ambitious check raise, or maybe even check raise the turn, but I decided to give up. Again, I'm playing huge, I'm shitting myself, I'm nervous, and he actually does go ahead and show us the 9-8. So he did turn 2 pair, which good fold by us. But yeah, so that was kind of a crazy hand. One that could have gone either way, but I definitely took the more passive route because, like, guys, this next hand ended up on the button with Jack 4 diamonds, standard to 2,000, and the big blind defended. Flop was Ace, Deuce, 7, 2 diamonds. He checks. I go ahead and put in a C bet of 2,500. He calls, and the turn is a 3. So I pick up gut shot also, and I bet 5,500, and he goes ahead and makes the fold. Oh, and he folds Ace 10 face up. So people giving me a little bit of respect here. People definitely overfolding to me a little bit, and I'll take it because I had the old Jack high. The last thing I wanted to talk about, the button opens to 3,000. He's been opening pretty big in general, so it's pretty standard. I just call in the small blind with Ace Queen off, and I have the Ace of diamonds, and the big blind calls also. The flop is 884, 2 diamonds, checks around. Turn is the deuce of diamonds, and I could lead here, I think I should lead here, but I decided to check, checks all the way through again, and the river now brings a 6, an offsuit 6, and checks around one more time, and the big blind wins with 6-7. Yeah, that was kind of it. I just want to talk about a few of the spots that I was in. I really didn't get into like any big pots. I was never all in. The 6-7 of diamonds hand was the biggest pot I played. For sure. I was pretty card dead, like I said, we didn't play too long. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I had a great time. Hopefully I'm going to be invited back soon. I would love to play again, and yeah, just kind of like getting more experience playing in these games is awesome, and I'm looking forward to keep doing it. So thanks again for watching, guys, and stay tuned for my next vlog because I'm going to have a ton more hand histories for you guys. I won't even get out of bed for a 1025. 5100. It's not even worth my time. I just live at the Aria now. And when the game is good, I play 300, 600. That's all I do. I live the life in my luxury suite. As Vidara. Yeah, it's a tough life, but someone's gotta do it. So here I am, just waiting for the call.